Some games come with history, other games with pressure. This one, it's all about position. Number 20 Missouri enters week 9 at 5-2, ranked, respected, and still fighting for something bigger. But there's no room to breathe. 2 conference losses have tightened the margin. Every Saturday from here on out, it's make or break. And now comes Kansas State. At 3-4 overall, 1-4 in the Big 12, the record says one thing, but the tape says another. This team doesn't roll over, and if Missouri lets his guard down, they'll be next on the list. Because Kansas State's got nothing to lose, and that's exactly what makes them dangerous. For the Tigers, this is about keeping pace, staying in the national conversation, protecting home turf. For the seniors, it's about legacy. For the underclassmen, it's about proving they belong. This isn't about headlines, it's about stacking wins, 1 week at a time. And tonight, it's Kansas State standing in the way. This may not be a rivalry, but it is a must-win. Welcome back, YouTube, to the Missouri Dynasty. Here we are, the coming home series, the Missouri Tigers back at the Big 12. And as you see here, we are currently sitting 6th in the conference standings. 5 wins, 2 losses. We're 2-2 in conference. 3 teams are ahead of us in the loss column with Texas A&M undefeated and undefeated in conference. Texas Tech 6-1, 3-1 in conference, and Texas at 3-1 in conference. They're starting to turn their season around. But the Missouri Tigers have some work to do, coming off a devastating loss to Iowa State, a loss that they didn't need on the road. It was a big conference loss. It puts us behind the 8 ball in the Big 12 standings, and it also cost us the state of Iowa next year in recruiting. But all that being said, everything Missouri wants is still out there in front of us. Got to take care of business here this week against Kansas State. Coming off the bye week, no big news, except we did get a couple 3-star commits. A halfback, Earl Hoffrichter, out of St. Louis, Missouri, 5'11", 83 speed, 87 acceleration, a north-south receiver, has signed with the University of Missouri. Also, cornerback Isaac Murphy, a gym, 3-star gym out of St. Louis, Missouri, 6 feet tall, 182 pounds, 87 speed, 85 acceleration. He has got good zone coverage and man coverage, somebody that can develop in the next couple of seasons. So we're looking forward to these 2 guys joining this class, and we'll get an update on where our class is currently. Still a top 10 class in the nation, but we are dropping down as we're not going to get any 5-stars this year. But we are getting a very nice class here so far, and the transfer portal still to come. And it is also week 10. That means we can start to add more recruits back onto our board. They still just got to follow the rules. They got to be out of Big 12 states, and probably going to be a lot of them out of Missouri. Are there any of those 3-star recruits that the nation has overlooked that we could possibly go and get? We have some points to use on those, but we can't add those in until next week. The player we really got to focus in on here is Avery Johnson, a 90 overall dual threat 4-star junior out of Kansas, K-State. He is extremely good and somebody we're going to have to really focus on this week and just shut him down. He's got 10 touchdowns and 3 interceptions, but he also can run the football there. He carries the ball 80 times so far this season. So somebody we're going to have to focus on and really limit what they can do against us. It is homecoming in Columbia, Missouri. The Tigers hosting the Kansas State Wildcats. The Wildcats coming in this season struggling right now, 1-4 in conference play. But the Missouri Tigers, 2-2 in conference play, looking to make a statement today. K-State's 3-4, Missouri's 5-2. Missouri will kick off here. Missouri undefeated at home so far this season, 3-0. They have the next 3 games will be here as well. They can't be overlooking the next 2 games between Texas and Texas Tech, 2 of the better teams of the Big 12. They got to take care of business right here. And there's the guy we talked about before the game, Avery Johnson. Going to be somebody we have got to focus on and try to contain. Got to watch him in the run game. This could be a quarterback keeper right here. It's not. It is a pass play. And Avery Johnson has to just throw it away. Nice job there by the Missouri defense in coverage. Again, keep everything in front of us. That's the name of the game. Checks it down over there to the tight end on the RPO, and he makes a man miss. Missouri gives up the big play there. Avery Johnson, 30 yards through the air. That's the kind of plays that we cannot give up. Got to make sure we keep everything in front of us. Again, throws it out to the flats. So we're going to take that stuff away right now. We're going to bring those guys down, take away the corners, take away the flats, play the hard flats. Still are looking for these RPOs. A lot of this. Here's it comes a jet sweep. Taken down, but not before he picks up 5 yards on the rush. K-State comes out. 3rd and 3, the whole playbook in front of him. Jams it up, and Johnson has to move, and he is brought down, sack, 4th and 8. 5-yard sack there by Drayden Norwood. The blitz brought the pressure, brings down the K-State quarterback. High arcing punt goes out of bounds at the Missouri 11-yard line. Defense does a nice job coming out there to get the game started. Kevin Coleman Jr., 6 touchdowns on the season, 551 yards on 27 catches. He is their deep ball threat, averages 20 yards per reception. Again, Ahmed Hardy's out, so we have Jones and Marquise Davis and Roberts as our 3 running backs that will split the carries here today. Tavares Jones out there with an 8-yard rush. 2nd and 2. Here comes Marquise Davis, the freshman, getting a lot of playing time. Exactly what he wants to do here in Columbia. Missouri wants to control the offense. They were backed up against their own end zone. So far, they've gained 11 yards on this drive. Shift the Kansas State defense. Hands off to the left side, up through the middle, and there goes Marquise Davis up. 2nd and 4. Coleman Jr. there. Going to try a little screen pass to him. And there's Coleman Jr. He's got it. And does he have the first down? Yes, he does. Good enough for a Missouri Tigers first down. So Coleman Jr., not only a deep threat, can come in there, get the short yardage when needed. Marquise Davis gets nowhere. Loses a yard on the play. Bo Perbulia has been good, has been bad. He is a tale of 2 quarterbacks sometimes. But flips it out there and dropped. Trying to get Tavares Jones. Johnson in the slot. Jones underneath. And that pass is caught by Johnson. 4th and 1, and Missouri goes in the hurry up. Missouri's not messing around again. They're coming out here in the hurry up. Throws it out there, and Perbulia just misses a wide open Jones. That was 6 on the board. And again, Coach Eli, going to be aggressive early in games, and that cost him against Iowa State. You'd think he would start learning from some of his mistakes from the previous weeks. But my goodness, Bo Perbulia had 6 on the board. You can't really blame the coach whenever you call a play like that. And Jones could have walked that into the end zone. Perbulia just inaccurate. And that ball is somehow caught. And Avery Johnson, looking like the Heisman candidate that he was before the season, hasn't been the season that he wanted, but he is showing why he was a candidate for the Heisman at different times. One of those preseason dark horse picks. And it's a screenplay. Brought down to the 2-yard line. Joe Jackson. Missouri's going to try to just stop the run here. If it's a pass, it's probably going to be a touchdown. If it's a run, we could be holding them to a field goal. And just like that, we're going to hold them to a field goal unless they decide to go for it at the 4-yard line. And they do decide to go for it at the 4-yard line. Very interesting call here. And it is a touchdown, Kansas State. So the aggression, the mistake, and then the capitalization by Kansas State. Here on homecoming, the crowd has gone deathly silent. These are the kind of things, these are the kind of decisions that get coaches fired. Kicked off deep downfield. Tavares Jones with the return, and he's got room. And Jones out to the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown Jones, and answers right back with a kickoff return for the score. Just like that, Missouri electrifies this crowd and ties the game up at 7. Tavares Jones down the sideline. Thought he was going to get caught right about there. He did not. 95 yards and the score. 7-7 ball game. Missouri will kick off to Kansas State. Those are some of the most electrifying plays in all of college football. Reminds me of a Reggie Bush type move there back in the 2000s, early 2000s. 20-some years ago. Newson's out. Again with a handoff. Didn't stay disciplined. Jumped the route. 13-yard gain there by Joe Jackson. Again with the handoff. Second down. 2nd and 11 to go. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. 7-7 ball game. And it's a screen play. They continue to throw it short, checking it down. Screen plays, short routes. Got to take that stuff away first. And there is a wide open receiver for K-State. That is an easy touchdown. Gets behind the line of the defense. And a score. Jace Brown, 2 receptions, 85 yards, and a touchdown. Avery looking good. Ball's up and is good. 14-7, so some big plays. A lot of quick scoring. Took less than 2 minutes off the clock, and they've got a touchdown. Ball's back. Jones again gets a chance to return it here. Let's see what happens. He's brought down at the 17-yard line. Not the same result by any means. Missouri has to answer, keep pace with Kansas State. Throws it underneath to Johnson. Brought down, 4-yard gain. Johnson, Terry, Manning to the outside. Corbelia just rolls out, has space over there. He's at the 35-yard line, steps out on the Kansas State sideline. A little bit of trash talk coming over there from the purple and white. Hand off by the Tigers. It's Marquise Davis. He gets upfield. Good for 5 yards. That's going to take us to the second quarter. K-State leads 14-7. 3 big plays in this game have been the difference thus far. You see the Kansas State Wildcat. 9.9 average yards per play. Missouri's defense has got to do a better job. Bo Perbilia has to make sure he doesn't make that big mistake that he is prone to making at times. Just flips it right out there. There's Jones. Tavares Jones having a game. He's already got a touchdown in the return game, and he's being used hot and heavy here in the second quarter. For an RPO here, we got Johnson there, depending on what that corner does. There's the handoff. Jones again up the middle. 2nd and 8. Manning, Johnson, Terry to the right side. Coleman to the left. Jones underneath. Throws it right there, and there is Manning with the reception. 3rd and 6. A little dagger play here. Coleman Jr. has the advantage on the outside. And again, right there to Jones. He's at the first down marker. 4th and inches. Field goal's there, but again, out comes the offense of the Tigers. They load the box. Load the box there. Corbelia runs. He has space, slides down, gets the first down. Audibled out of it. They load the box, just ran to the outside. Smart decision there by the senior quarterback. Another handoff, and there's Roberts now. Roberts has space. Roberts gets to the edge. Stiff arm to the face mask. Brought down to the 14-yard line of the Wildcats. Back out in the pistol. Johnson, Terry to the right. Davis underneath. Coleman to the left. Corbelia takes off and runs. He's got a blocker in front of him. He doesn't help him out, though. The fullback just said, see you later. That's what we like to call in the business. Thanks, EA. All right, Johnson and Terry to the right. Norfleet has a tight end. Flips underneath there to Marquise Davis. He's going to get a few yards. And he is hit hard, and he is hurt. Missouri cannot lose another running back. And right there's Jones, and he drops it. He had 6 on the board. That is 2 touchdowns taken away today by Missouri, throwing to Jones. The field goal's up. It is 14-10, under 8 to play in the second. Kickoff. Buried deep in the end zone. Kansas State probably won't return that one. Kneels it down. 25-yard line, they'll come out on their very own side of the 50. And the defense keep everything in front of them. And that's what we want to do, is shut down the run game, make them throw the ball underneath, and everything will be just fine. They throw it out the outside again. There's a flag. Probably going to be a hold on K-State. It is. It's going to be a 10-yard penalty. Back them up. We'll replay second down. Avery Johnson looks on, makes a couple adjustments, goes to the play action, throws it out to the running back. He's brought down short of the first down marker, 3rd and 6. Pressure there. He finds a receiver through the middle of the field, and it is complete. First down, Kansas State. 165 yards, 2 touchdowns for Avery Johnson. Second and 7. Johnson's starting to throw it underneath quite a bit here. See if we can't shut some of that stuff down. It's an adjustment at the defensive line. And it's a handoff. 3rd and 10. Joe Jackson going the wrong direction here. Jacobs going to play around that first down marker, make him throw it in front of him. That's exactly what we want to do right there, and it brought down. Missouri is going to force the punt. Good defense, even though Avery Johnson's 13-14. Good defensive possession there by the Tigers. Ball's punted away from the Tigers' return game, out at the 19-yard line. Missouri's coming out. Press coverage here. Looks like this is just an easy handoff call. Nope, they throw it right there to the outside, and there's Coleman Jr. Takes 3 yards. Goes out for an option play here. Really keeps it. Tries to get to the outside. Nowhere to go. Fights upfield, 4 yards. That was a senior with a lot of heart right there. Throws underneath the Northfleet. And he fumbles it, trying to get extra yards. It's picked up by the big man. 55, Tolson. Picks it up and runs for a few more yards. Okay, a lot of stuff starting to happen here. This game's getting a little crazy. There's Kevin Coleman Jr. He's got the reception. 2-minute timeout, 2nd and 3. Tigers starting to march. They finally got it up to midfield. Trying to get in that Kansas State territory. Puts some pressure on the Wildcats. Flips it out there. There's Jones. He's got it. Runs to the outside. Spin move to the left. 1st and 10. Again, checks the defense. Has Coleman Jr. there if he's there. Flips it out there. Not a good decision. Not a good decision by Perbilia. My goodness, can we make some poor decisions at times. Flips the play to the big side. Throws out there. There's Coleman Jr. He's got another reception. He hasn't caught the big deep ball, but he has been very, very important thus far in this game. Coleman Jr. to the outside again. Looks like Manny's the one with the biggest advantage. Throws underneath there is Jones. This game's tied. Jones does that on the last possession. Let's see what we can do with a little bit of an option play here. Flips it out there. There's Marquise Davis. He's back in the game. 2nd and 11. Nothing on the option. A smash play there. There's Northfleet possibly. Coleman Jr. Coleman Jr.'s got it to the outside. He's got some space and speed. 28 seconds to go. 5 receptions. Only 30 yards, though. There's Northfleet. He's got it. Reaches out. Nothing. Couldn't get the touchdown. Time out, Tigers. 1 yard to go. 2nd and goal. And they get it. Marquise Davis in for his first career touchdown. Tigers. And he scores it here on homecoming. The K-State faithful that made the trip here from Manhattan, Kansas are not happy about that. But Marquise Davis in for his first career touchdown. Gives the Tigers the lead, 17-14. Craig with the kickoff, deep downfield. .20 seconds to go. Just don't give up the big play here. Missouri stays in man. Or comes out in man, I guess. Not necessarily stays in it. Gets a handoff. Brought down. K-State elects not to call a timeout. This was going to the half. What a good game we got going on here. Big 12 action. The rivalries are back. The big-time games are back. Missouri leads Kansas State by 3. The Wildcats have had a lot more passing. Tigers have been able to get it on the ground game. The average yards per play is going up for Missouri and coming back down for K-State. It's been evening out. Look at that time of possession, nearly identical. And right there it is. Marquise Davis gets in for the score. For those of you who do not know, homecoming was created on the campus of the University of Missouri. Back in the early 1900s, they wanted to have time to allow alumni to come home. And there's where homecoming began. I'm not sure that every school practices homecoming, but most do. A tradition like none other. Started on the University campus of Columbia. That is your information for the day. Marquise Davis fights for about 3 yards, 3rd and 6. Coleman Jr. there. Johnson. This looks like man coverage to me. This looks like man coverage to me. There's Northfleet. Just finds a spot right there in the soft middle. 1st down, Tigers. As the season goes along, the more Brett Norfleet keeps getting to be used. Good possession type tight end. Jones to the left side. 2nd and 7. Missouri's Caden Green is hurt. Not sure what the injury is. We'll have to wait. Maybe we'll get a report from the sidelines soon. He's going to try to just roll this one out right now. Throws it away, and that ball did not get anywhere where he wanted to go. Bruised ribs. Should be able to return at some point in this game. Missouri's going to go 5 wide. Norfleet, Johnson, Terry to the outside. Coleman, Jones to the near side. And that ball was nearly picked off. Threw it a little early. Norfleet had not went into his break yet. Lucky to get this punt off. Missouri will gladly punt, not giving up the interception there. Bo Perbilia about made another mistake. He's due for about 3 a game. Okay, the Missouri defense has stiffened up lately. Let's see what they can do on this drive. Again, keep everything in front of you. Rodriguez in the backfield immediately, 2nd and 12. Missouri with a stifling run defense. Throws it out there. It's halfback screen. Brought down, 3rd and 10. Missouri's going to come out in cover 6. They're going to shell it with like a cover 2. It's obvious passing down here. Oh, terrible pursuit of the football right there. It is a fumble. Missouri recovers the fumble on the hit by the safety. Oh, my goodness. He laid the lumber, and that is a fumble. And just like that, Missouri's momentum is back. Defensive turnovers are huge for Missouri. When Missouri forces a turnover, it really helps them. Once again, that is vital information for you all to know. Goes underneath there to Norfleet. Norfleet's going to get up there next to the first down line. 3rd and 1. Short yardage situation here on the Kansas State 34-yard line. And there is Traverse Jones. He had the return early in the game, give him the first 7. Jones again, only a 1-yard gain. Under 7 to play. 2nd and 9. Bili's got a lot of room here to the right side. Just rolls out. Not a designed run, but he saw the space. He took it. 1st down, Tigers. And they are knocking on the goal line. Jones up the middle. Patient running. Finds some room on the RPO. 6-yard gain. It's the kind of action you like to see. Missouri being patient and having success. They're waiting for Kansas State to make the mistake. And that might have been it right there. Nope, throws it back in there, but it's going to be 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. Billy's got space here. Didn't like any of the options, just throws it away. Good decision. Look for a run here. There's not much room there. Might still try to go ahead and get this one going. Got to get to the edge. Got to get to the edge. They got to the edge, and there it is. Marquise Davis with his 2nd touchdown on homecoming day. Holy cow, the freshman coming up big at homecoming. Marquise Davis with his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. And the Tigers are going to go up 10 here halfway through the 3rd quarter. It's up, and it is good. 24-14. 4 minutes off the clock and a touchdown. Just what you want to see out of your Missouri Tigers. Craig kicks it deep. Jackson in the backfield. They've done a good job limiting him. Avery Johnson's had a good game. And he has to continue to keep throwing it short. Missouri's keeping everything in front of him. Come out with a little cover 4 quarters. Take the outside away. Let's try to extend this up here and take the middle of the field away. They hand it off. They do. And he is laid out. Goodness, the hit sticks are starting to pile up on these Wildcats. The Tigers coming out here to land the lumber on homecoming. Ball is thrown and is batted down. Avery Johnson, nowhere to go, just thinks, I need to throw this one up. That can be dangerous at times. Throws it to the outside. 3rd and 8. Outside here. 3rd and 8. Here comes the pressure of the Tigers. Makes them throw it short. And it's 4th and 5. K-State is going to have to punt the football away again. Missouri can put their foot on the jugular right now. Ball's going to go into the end zone. Touchback out to the Missouri 20-yard line. The story of the day has been Marquise Davis, the freshman, stepping in for Ahmed Hardy. Throws it short there to Jones, only a 1-yard reception. Still positive yards in the right direction. Davis back in the game. Coleman Jr. on the outside to the left. And Davis with a big run right up the middle. Davis, 10 rushes, 31 yards, and 2 scores. He's going to have a good time at the homecoming dance tonight. Roberts in the backfield now, the big back. And he's going to go right up the middle. And Missouri starting to really assert their dominance now. Under 30 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Throws it out there. Coleman Jr. makes a couple guys miss. Spins around, dances, moves. Slides it out there. And that's going to get us the 4th quarter. Missouri leads 24-14. Tigers playing a nearly perfect game in the 2nd half. Lead 24-14. 17 unanswered points for the Tigers. There's a look. Notre Dame, the #1 team in the nation. Second and 5, 12 minutes to play in the 4th quarter. It's turn tonight here in homecoming. Really keeps the handoff, and he gets the 1st down. Quarterback keeper. The crowd is starting to come alive. They know what is happening right now. Missouri trying to get bowl eligible with their 6th win of the season today as well. Ranked 20th in the nation. One of those teams that had a lot of promise coming in this year, and so far they've lived up to it. There's the handoff to Davis. Gets out to the outside. Picks up 5. Missouri is in field goal range, if not very close. And Davis just cuts it right back up. This freshman is showing all kinds of things right now. Player of the game is by far Marquise Davis. Handoff to Jones, right up the middle on the RPO. 2nd and 8, 2-yard gain. More time will come off the clock. Missouri's liking these RPOs right now, keeping Kansas State on their heels. And Kansas State gets right there in the backfield. Missouri does not want to make the mistake here. Nothing crazy. And that's it. That's exactly what Missouri doesn't want to do, and that ball is lucky to touch the ground. Verbilia needs to stop trying to do too much. Ball is up. Craig splits the uprights, and that is good. And Missouri goes up 27-14, up 13 with under 10 to play. Defense needs to come out here again and do what they've been doing all game long. Make K-State struggle to move the ball down the field. Make them throw it left, right, back, in front. Just don't let them get behind you like you did on the first touchdown of the game. They still could hand the ball off and run it. They still play action. On the comeback route, it is complete. Avery Johnson goes over 200 yards today passing. He's played well. And there's a handoff to Joe Jackson. Goes nowhere. Swallowed up by this Missouri rush. Stephen Hill with the tackle. Senior linebacker Newsom trying to get him fired up. Oh, and the truck stick. 3rd and 2. Short yardage situation. It's a keeper by the quarterback, and Avery Johnson's going to take this one to the house. No one's going to catch him. Missouri sold out, stopping the run. And Johnson just slips it out, and he is gone. And this is a whole new ball game. Missouri has to get points on this drive. 6.5 to play. 4 plays, 83 yards, less than 2 minutes. These are the situations where Coach Eli has not been able to trust quarterback Bo Perbilia much. Maybe he leans on the run game. The freshman, Marquise Davis. The three-headed juggernaut that they've had out of the run game here the last 2 weeks. Throws it out there to Davis underneath. 4-yard gain on the pass. Clock continues to run. Coleman Jr. to the left. Norfleet in the slot. And there's Coleman Jr. with a lot of room. Tries to cut back against the grains. Brought down. Coach Eli has a lot of trust in Bo Perbilia right now. For whatever reason, keeps putting the ball in his hands. Throws it out there to Norfleet. Norfleet catches it. 2-yard completion. More important than the completion there, it keeps the clock moving. Under 4.5 minutes after this play comes in. Flips out there to Coleman Jr. Cuts back up. Gets no gain. Again, the clock keeps running. More or less just a handoff for no gain. This is a big 3rd and 8. Throws it under there, and there's a flag. What's the flag going to be? Could it be a hold? It is a hold. Now, what's K-State do? Do they back him up and make it 3rd and 18? Or do they decline it and make it 4th and 8? They decline 4th and 8. Missouri's going to have to punt. Now, what can the defense do on this one? This is not what Missouri wanted to do. They wanted points on that drive. They wanted more time off on that drive. 3:42, and Avery Johnson's been cooking lately. What's Kansas State do here on the first play? They could be handing it off. Could be a jet sweep. It is just a play action, and it is a sack. Who else but Nate Johnson? What a play there by Nate. 2nd and 15. Rodriguez looking over here at these guys. Throws underneath. Exactly what Missouri wants. And they have to stay in bounds. That is so very important. Throws it there, and the ball is incomplete. It's 4th and 11. K-State with all 3 timeouts left, but they're going to elect to go for it. They're going to elect to go for it. And they throw it deep. And the ball is swatted away. My goodness, that was too close. Good coverage there, and the Tigers do exactly what they want. Kansas State can't even get a first down. Marquise Davis out to the left side. And this side of the 2-minute timeout, K-State goes ahead and elects to start calling timeouts. A field goal puts them up by 2 scores. Tyrus Jones right there, suplex back. 3rd and 7. A first down more or less ends this game. And there's Norfleet. Can't come down with it. 4th and 7. The Tigers will kick the field goal. It's up, and it is good. Tigers lead by 9, 30-21. K-State is running out of chances. They have the 2-minute timeout and 1 timeout remaining. They have to score quick. Onside kick. Score again. Missouri is ready to get raucous here in this game. Homecoming 2025. And K-State hands the ball off? Oh my. I've got some people I know around here that would call that loser ball. What is K-State thinking in that situation of handing the ball off? He's brought down. The clock continues to run. 3rd and 3. Obvious passing downs the rest of the way. Throws it deep. Hall's out there, and he comes down with Avery Johnson. Puts up a 50-50 ball, and it is brought down in coverage. Minute 40, the clock begins to run. Underneath there, K-State can't use their timeout now. Back everybody up. Keep everything in front of us. And again, the clock continues to run. Another close game. Missouri has had a bunch of close games all season long. Haven't really blown anybody out except the Illinois 24-3 to open the season up. And just like that, another RPO. And K-State, you know, they're getting the score quick thing. They're getting that down right now. Just short of the end zone, a cutback, and Avery Johnson throws it out wide. Touchdown, Wildcats. So here comes the field goal. Then the onside kick with 52 seconds to go. Missouri needs to make sure they get their hands team out there. That's more of a reminder to myself because too many times in these games I have went ahead and hit the main return and given up the stupid onside kick. There it is. Missouri's hands team's got it. Phillips has it. He falls down on it. And you betcha, Missouri is going to find a way to win. 30-28 on homecoming. And the Tigers become bowl eligible. 6-2 on the season, 3-2 in the Big 12. Missouri takes a 30-28 victory. Not anything more that Avery Johnson could have done in this game. He did everything he could as an opposing quarterback coming into hostile territory, but it doesn't matter. It does not matter. Missouri wins on homecoming. A couple of stats here if we want to look at them. First downs, 21-13. Total offense, 381 for K-State, 291 for Missouri. Missouri had 135 yards on the ground. K-State, 76. Yards passing. 305 yards passing, only 156 there for Missouri. Avery Johnson was incredible in this game. Bo Prabilia did just enough to basically be a game manager. But it comes down to the two rushing touchdowns by Marquise Davis, and then the return by Tavares Jones for 95 yards. Receiving, Coleman Jr. 8 for 45. Jones 5 for 47. Norfleet 5 for 35. Johnson 3 for 20. So a lot of checkdowns, a lot of just keeping the ball moving. Very impressive there. Somehow Missouri, got to give this one probably a lot of credit to the defense on this. Probably a lot of credit to the defense. But that's going to do it for the day. We have a big game coming up next week against Texas. But don't forget, we can actually start adding on more recruits on the board. Unfortunately, even though we beat Kansas State, we still cannot recruit the state of Kansas next season because we did lose to Kansas earlier this season. So Kansas is off our board recruiting next season. We did pick up Kentucky and Louisiana in the non-conference. Thank you guys so much for being here. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, share it, comment, all that good stuff. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. We're going to keep this series rolling all cycle long. Much love. Catch you on the next one.